Welcome to Go Fact Yourself, the Top 10 Lists podcast. You asked for it, so here we go. A countdown of the absolute most unbelievable times animals ended up, well, on the wrong side of the law. And let me tell you, our top research dug up some cases that are just mind-boggling, stuff you wouldn't believe.
Seriously, petty theft, okay, maybe, but some of these accusations are just wild.
It definitely makes you rethink things, doesn't it? Justice, animals, the whole deal.
It really does. And this top 10 journey we're taking you on, it covers centuries. It's fascinating, sometimes funny, sometimes honestly a bit unsettling.
We've sifted through court records, news reports, history books.
To bring you the 10 absolute craziest stories. We're talking key details, the WTF, no way moments.
Think a goat possibly involved in armed robbery.
Or a parrot maybe repeating a murder victim's last words.
And wait till you hear about the medieval pig, dressed up for its execution.
Yeah, get ready. It's quite a ride through animal justice, or something like it.
Okay, let's kick off this top 10 journey. Number 10. This takes us to Nigeria, Ilorin, back in 2009.
Ah, yes, the goat.
The goat, accused of armed robbery. Now, the obvious question is, how?
Right. How does a goat commit armed robbery? Well, this is where it gets really strange.
Okay, I'm ready.
Witnesses. They claim that when local vigilantes cornered the robbers, one of the human suspects transformed
Into the goat.
into the goat. That was the story.
Wow. Okay, so what happened?
Well, you have to understand the cultural context there. In Yoruba culture and others in the region, belief in shapeshifting is, well, it's a thing.
So it wasn't just immediately dismissed.
Not entirely, no. The police actually arrested the goat,
They arrested the goat.
held it in custody as a suspect.
That's incredible. I mean, the media must have loved that.
Well, absolutely. CNN, BBC, Reuters, it went global, the goat suspect.
Did they ever, charge it?
No. In the end, no formal charges were filed against the goat, but the story itself.
Just amazing. Okay, climbing up the list. Number 9, Italy, 2014. A dog named Pepe.
Pepe. And his crime, barking.
Just barking. But he got a death sentence.
Initially, yes. It sounds extreme, but the complainants argued it was unbearable noise pollution.
So, like a serious nuisance case.
Exactly. They claimed psychological distress, couldn't sleep,
Yeah.
works. And it wasn't just a quick dispute.
No.
This dragged on for 6 years, went through 4 different courts,
4 courts for barking.
all the way to the Italian Supreme Court. And that initial verdict really was euthanasia.
Oh, man. Poor Pepe. And his owners.
Yeah, imagine. But there was huge public outcry. Animal rights groups got involved, fought it hard.
So what happened in the Supreme Court?
They spared him. They ruled there wasn't enough proof that Pepe alone was responsible for all the noise. Maybe other dogs contributed,
Reasonable doubt for the dog, thank goodness.
It really highlights that line, though, between normal animal sounds and, legally actionable noise.
Yeah.
And who has to prove it?
Definitely. Okay, number 8. This one's really something. Michigan, USA, 2017. A parrot named Bud.
Bud the African Gray. And he wasn't the accused. He might have been a witness.
A witness to a murder.
That was the incredible thing. His owner, Martin Durham, was murdered. The wife, Glenna, was the suspect.
Okay.
And after the murder, Bud started repeating very clearly, apparently, "Don't fucking shoot."
Whoa! In the victim's voice.
That was the suggestion.
Yeah.
Or mimicking the intensity of the moment.
So did they? Could they even use that in court? A parrot's words.
Well, that was the huge debate. Prosecutors considered it. They brought in animal behaviorists to talk about, could a parrot reliably repeat something like that from a traumatic event?
What a legal puzzle.
Totally. It pushes the boundaries of what we even consider testimony. CNN, NBC's Dateline, everyone covered it.
Did Bud end up testifying?
No. Ultimately, his testimony wasn't formally introduced as evidence.
But the wife was convicted anyway.
She was, yes.
Yeah.
Based on other evidence.
Yeah.
But Bud's potential role, unforgettable.
Makes you wonder, though. What can animals tell us?
Yeah, exactly. Even if indirectly. It's fascinating.
Okay, let's go way back in time now. Number 7, Falaise, France, 1386.
Ah, the medieval pig.
Executed for murder. I mean, you hear these stories, but this one's documented.
Very well documented. The pig was accused of killing a child. Horrifically.
Right.
By biting its face.
Just awful. But they put the pig on trial.
A full trial. With a lawyer appointed for the pig.
The pig's lawyer? What defense could you possibly mount?
That's the question, isn't it? But the process was followed.
Yeah.
And the spectacle.
Go on.
They dressed the pig in human clothes for the trial and then for the public hanging.
Dress the pig. Like a little waistcoat or something.
Records suggest something like trousers and a jacket, yeah.
Oh,
sort of humanize it for the punishment.
That is profoundly bizarre.
It really shows that anthropomorphic view of justice they had. Holding animals morally accountable like people. Legal historians point to this case all the time.
You can see why. Wow. Okay, moving forward again. Number 6. Patna, India, 2018. A monkey.
But not just any monkey. This one was apparently a bit of a delinquent.
A delinquent monkey? What was it doing?
Leading a gang, apparently. Rooftop raids, thefts. General hooliganism was the term used.
A monkey gang leader?
Reports even said they broke into a police station.
No way. That takes some nerve.
Or just monkey curiosity, maybe. But yeah, it caused a real stir.
So how did they catch this mastermind?
The classic way. A trap baited with bananas.
Always the bananas.
Worked like a charm. But then the public was divided, you know. Some people were scared, wanted it gone. Others were kind of amused, maybe.
Release the monkey.
Or keep the menace locked up. In the end, after being held by police for a bit.
Like the monkey jail.
Essentially, yeah. Then relocated to a sanctuary. Hopefully a less crime-filled life awaits him.
Let's hope so. Okay, number 5. Down to Chiapas, Mexico, 2008. This time, a donkey.
And this donkey wasn't messing around. It reportedly kicked and bit 2 men.
Ouch. Badly.
Badly enough they needed hospital treatment.
So consequences were needed. What did they do?
They put the donkey in jail.
Wait, like actual jail?
Yeah.
With human inmates?
For 3 days. That was the report. Side by side with the human detainees.
I can't even picture that.
Predictably, animal rights groups were outraged, questioning, is this appropriate? Is it effective?
What was the point?
Maybe just holding it until the situation was resolved. Which it was, eventually.
How?
The owner stepped up, paid the medical bills for the 2 men.
Ah, so the owner took responsibility.
Exactly. And the donkey got sprung from the clink. A very unusual case.
Definitely. All right, number 4, back to France. Much more recently, 2019. Maurice the rooster.
Maurice. Became quite the international celebrity, didn't he?
He really did. All because he did what roosters do.
He crowed. At dawn.
A horror, but someone sued him. Or his owner, I guess.
His owner, yes. The plaintiffs were retired city folks who'd moved to the countryside. Saint-Pierre-de-Laurent.
Seeking peace and quiet, presumably.
And Maurice's crowing was disrupting their idyll, so they filed a noise complaint.
But this became a huge thing, right? About more than just the noise.
Absolutely. It became a symbol of rural France versus, encroaching urban values. The defense was basically, this is the countryside. Roosters crow. It's our heritage.
And the court agreed?
The court agreed. Ruled in favor of Maurice. A victory for rural traditions.
Amazing. Maurice, the hero rooster.
He really became the symbol of rural pride. Sadly, Maurice himself passed away later, but his legal legacy lives on.
A powerful statement. Okay, top 3. Number 3. We're going way back again. Medieval Egypt. And the accused are locusts.
Yes. Not an individual animal, but a whole plague of them.
What could they possibly do legally against a swarm of locusts?
Well, faced with total crop devastation, potential famine, the authorities, both religious and legal, held a trial.
A trial for locusts?
In absentia, of course. They couldn't exactly round them up.
I suppose not.
And they formally excommunicated the locusts. Issued a legal writ of expulsion, basically ordering them to leave.
Did the locusts comply?
Shockingly, no. Our top research confirms the locusts ignored the entire proceedings.
No, and the crops were still ruined.
And the crops were still ruined. It's a sort of darkly funny example of trying to impose human legal structures on, nature.
A symbolic gesture against overwhelming odds, maybe.
Perhaps. Trying to make sense of a disaster they couldn't control.
Okay, number 2, almost at the top. This one is pure Cold War paranoia. Britain, the 1960s. A cat accused of spying.
For Russia. Or the Soviet Union, then.
A spy cat! Get out!
No, seriously. There was this cat often seen hanging around near British intelligence headquarters, MI5 headquarters.
Okay. Maybe it liked the bins there.
Maybe. But the suspicion arose. What if it's not just a cat? What if it's carrying listening devices? A little furry spy.
You cannot be serious. MI5 investigated a cat.
They absolutely did. Our research shows declassified files mention it. They checked the cat for hidden transmitters.
Agent Tittle's reporting for duty. What did they find?
Nothing, of course. The cat was cleared of all charges. Officially not a Kremlin agent.
That just perfectly captures the Cold War vibe, doesn't it? Suspicion everywhere, even the cat.
Even the cat. It's almost comical looking back, but deadly serious at the time.
Incredible. Okay, we've reached the summit. Number 1, the most unbelievable animal legal case we found. Back to medieval France. Autun, 1519.
The mice of Autun.
Not just mice. Mice who were sued.
Sued by the townspeople for property damage, specifically eating all their stored grain.
Okay, suing mice sounds crazy enough, but it gets better, right?
It gets so much better. The court appointed an official defense attorney for the mice.
A lawyer for mice. What was his defense strategy? This I gotta hear.
Pure genius. He argued before the court that his clients, the mice, couldn't possibly attend the hearing.
Why not? Too busy eating grain?
Because, he argued, the journey to the courthouse was too perilous due to the significant and ever-present threat posed by the local cats.
He argued the mice couldn't get a fair trial because of cats.
He argued they couldn't even get to the trial because of cats. Fear for their lives.
That is brilliant. Utterly absurd, but brilliant.
And you know what? It worked. The case was dismissed because the defendants failed to appear due to, essentially, a well-founded fear of cats.
That has to be the greatest legal defense in history. For mice.
It's certainly one of the most memorable cases in the whole history of animal trials. Just peak medieval legal strangeness.
Wow. Okay, my mind is officially blown. And just when I thought it couldn't get weirder, you found bonus ones.
Oh yeah, the Fact Blast Zone. Quick hits of animal absurdity.
Yeah, me.
Sweden. A drunken moose detained, ate too many fermented apples, got stuck in a tree.
Drunk moose? Okay.
London. A lobster fined for disorderly conduct. It was part of a seafood market protest, apparently.
A protesting lobster. Got it.
Pakistan. Chicken arrested at a political rally. Disturbing public order.
Political chicken.
Right. India again. A pigeon charged with espionage, allegedly carrying coded messages over the Pakistan border.
Spy pigeon. Joining the spy cat.
And finally, New York City. A swarm of bees detained by the NYPD. They swarmed a hot dog stand.
Bee swarm detention. The animal kingdom's rap sheet is surprisingly long and varied.
You could say that. From espionage to disorderly conduct to just being drunk in a tree.
Well, that wraps up our absolutely wild top 10 journey into animal crime, I guess you'd call it.
Or maybe animal encounters with the human legal system.
Yeah, that's probably better. From those serious medieval trials to, the goat accused of using magic.
Okay.
It's just incredible.
It really makes you think about how we see animals, how we see justice, and how those ideas have changed. Or maybe how they haven't in some ways.
Looking at your dog, wondering if he's plotting something now.
Maybe just plotting how to get treats. But seriously, these cases, even the funny ones, touch on big questions.
Like the mice lawyer. Genius defense, but what does it say about trying to apply human rules to animals?
Exactly. Or Bud the parrot. Could animal sounds ever be real evidence? What are the ethics of that?
So many questions these stories bring up. Way more than just, goat got arrested.
Definitely. They're historical curiosities, sure, but also reflect deep-seated human attitudes and anxieties.
Well, thanks for taking this top 10 journey with us. It was something else.
It certainly was.
And if any of these stories grabbed you, seriously, look them up. There's more detail out there in old records and news archives. Go fact yourself some more.
Yeah, dive deeper. It's worth it.
Share this with someone who needs their reality tilted a bit today. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring.
And remember, even the creatures we share the planet with have had their unexpected and sometimes very strange day in court.